Ladies and gentlemen of Jawa, it's your boy, Ask Why Walker. This is the introduction video. I just looked on the about me on Jawa and saw what else I can do. So basically, I am a intellectually brolic black man who just happens to sell stuff. Now, I'm not by any means a store. Like the stock that I have, once it's gone, I probably won't build anything else unless it's commissioned. Like I said that in a previous video. Like the stuff that I have for sale now, I've had it for a while. Not used. It hasn't been. Oh shit. Okay, it hasn't been getting any use, but I just had it sitting there because I was selling on places like the Facebook Marketplace and OfferUp, and that joint is a headache because most of the time you don't get real people, you get scam bots, and then it's always get low ball offers, and it got aggravating. And the stuff that I have to sell is mainly tech. Like I have a case and 3 computers, and once they're gone, I probably will only do commissions, or like if you got like retro systems, or let's say let's say you got a Steam Deck, right? And you want an upgrade, like a 1 terabyte upgrade, I can do that for you. Let's say you got a Steam Deck or another handheld device and you want like retro games and ROMs on it. Now remember, I'm not selling you the ROMs. That's illegal. I don't do piracy. So I'm not selling you the ROMs. I'm charging you for the service, because to configure that stuff and make it all work to the point where all you have to do is just pick and play, that's hours. That's not minutes. Especially if it's on a device other than the Steam Deck. Like if it's on a PC, you have to use a front end, something like Launchbox, and then you have to configure all the emulators on the back end to make that shit work properly. I ain't doing that shit for free. You got me fucked up. But like Steam Deck, it's easy. Steam Deck for emulation, top tier. I have my Steam Deck right over there. Hold up, let me see if you can see it. You see my Steam Deck on the dock right there? Top tier. Steam Deck, top tier. You know what I'm saying? So I provide a service for that. I can do repairs, but I'd rather not be. I don't think repairs is on the Jawa platform, which is good. Jawa, you don't want repairs, are a headache, especially for buy. You got some difficult buyers, because and then you got sellers who try to like provide the service, and then long story short, eBay, I had great experience with certain things on eBay and other experiences not so good. So on the repair side, I don't have I'm good at soldering. I am very good, but I don't have the precision to solder on a solder-on RAM chip. So prime example, the original Xbox have something called 128 megabyte RAM mod. With that mod, you could play the arcade version of Outrun, you could play Virtual Cop 3, and it's a couple of other arcade only games that use that original Xbox XDK, right? And only those games use the 128 gigs of RAM. Other stuff could use it too, like the emulators on the original Xbox could use it, but you have to know how to configure it. Like I know how to configure it, but I don't have that level of patience and precision for that type of solder. Because if that chip moved, I got halfway to one of the chips, but then when that chip moves, you gotta desolder. I was like, nah, I'll leave that to the experts. Now, mind you, I can do a 20-wire PS2 mod chip, an Infinity Matrix. No, now I'm better at it now. Like now I can do it neat. Like I think it was a Modbo 4.0 for a PS2 Slim. It wasn't neat. It was by no means neat, but it worked. See, when I first started getting good at soldering, I didn't care about neatness and none of that shit. I just want the shit to work. Like, you got a lot of cats like me that we don't give a fuck about how neat that shit is on the PCB. As long as it works and none of those wires come apart, that's all we care about. So my first Modbo PS2 mod chip, phenomenal. Wasn't neat, but it worked. And I even soldered on the laser attachment. And I got away with using a soldering iron that was too big for the job. And I did it. So back to the RAM mod. So I sent that off to eBay. I had a guy from Virginia do it. Phenomenal job. I had an extra motherboard. I said, dude, here, I'll pay your price and you can keep the extra motherboard because that shit just gonna be lying around. You could take that. It was cool. It was cool as fuck. It was all right. Got it done in 2 weeks. Good experiences. Bad experience. I had a modded switch. No, it wasn't modded yet. I had a Gen 1 switch that was moddable. It was a moddable Gen 1 switch that I bought off of a family at GameStop for like 26 bucks. It was really broken. It was broke. Now I would see if some of the stuff was salvageable. I would have gave them more, but I was like, I could do like 26 bucks because it was just a tablet. It was no dock, no adapter, no nothing. So I'm like, and it was in very bad condition. I'm like, I got 26 bucks for this. And she was like, okay. The family was like, okay. They knew it was broke. They knew it was messed up. So I'm like, all right, boom. So when I did a deep analysis on the system, the USB-C port was done. I was like, fuck. And that's not a simple soldering task. That's not something you can solder with an iron. You need a reflow station, or you gotta be dumb nice. And I'm talking, you gotta be either a reflow. No, actually, yeah, just a reflow, because you can't hit that with the heat gun alone because it's pins under the port that the heat from the heat gun can't touch, and you don't want to overheat the actual plastic inside of the pins, the plug-in part. So I couldn't do that. I lacked the resources to do that myself. So I sent it to an eBay guy, and mind you, when I was talking to him, he was like, he could get it done in a week. I was like, okay. So I shipped him off the broken switch tablet, right? I hit him up. All of a sudden, oh, I got like 3 switches before you. What? You didn't say that when I send my shit back. So he tried to do the classic eBay. Oh, you gotta wait until I feel. No. So eBay with a repair, with like a service, eBay is like, you're on your own. Sometimes even with items, but for like depending on the situation, if it's an item, you get a money back guarantee. But with a service, you're fucked. So with that, they couldn't give me my money back. So I went to PayPal. I'm like, nah, you gonna run me my bread. I'm like, send my shit back. I don't even want you to do it now. Cause if I would have known you had like 3 other switches before mine, I wouldn't even sent you that shit. But yeah, long story short, I got my money back, but I lost out on the switch. I could have got that switch fixed and sold it for like $400. I could have bought it. I could have did mad stuff with that switch. I could have got it soft. I could soft mod it myself. It was a Gen 1 soft moddable switch. So dude made if he made a come up, but you know, cats get theirs. Like everything go full circle. So long story short, that's why I deviated certain things away from eBay. Like my tech stuff, I'll sell here. And hopefully, so far I made, I think 2 good sales. Well, one I can vouch for. I had a Red Devil Radeon 6950 XT, and I sold that for $100. You know, Jawa got their cut. Jawa cut is fair, unlike eBay. eBay bends you over. So it's not so much as they bend you over. You have to sell shit higher than what you normally would want to sell it for to make a profit. Because eBay, they're going to get their 12.9%. If you used advertisements for your sell, whatever the percentage of advertisement you use, they're going to get that too. So it's like, I was like, nah, screw that. So I'm here selling PCs on Jawa. I watched the video with Zach Tex Turf. I used to follow him on Instagram. It's like Instagram have a thing that like when you follow someone, their content becomes less appealing. Whereas if you don't follow them and just like their content stays good. It's the most it's the most ass backwardest shit ever. Like if you follow somebody on Instagram, their content become, if they're like an influencer person, when you follow them, their content becomes garbage. But when you don't follow them, their content is good. I'm like, it's the weirdest shit ever. But yeah, so I like with Zach Tech Turf, they showing me a lot of his content. But I'm like, I'm not gonna follow you. I have this rule where if I unfollow somebody on Instagram, I'm not following you again. I'm not. But it seems to be for the better, because when I don't follow you, your content is good. So I'm like, well, holy shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I hope to make some good sales on this platform. But I'm not like a store. I'm not gonna keep having stuff available. Like whatever what I have now, when that's gone, I'll be only doing commission-based stuff. Possibly, depending on what it is, I'll be doing commission-based stuff, because the stuff that I have now, I use my own money to build. Like the computers that I have for sale now, I use my own money to build. Like I ain't gonna say years ago, but like pretty much a lot of the stuff I built last year in order to sell on Facebook Marketplace. You know, to get some extra bread to increase, to enhance my setup. So, so far I got a Ryzen 9 7950X 3D. I bought it off of Jawa. Got it from a solid seller. It was brand new, unopened in the box. Got it within 3 days. Because he shipped it on the weekend. He shipped it on a Friday. So I'm like, all right, I ain't gonna get it till like Monday. And I got it Monday. And then, so I was like, okay. So probably I already know. Now, maybe I'll get my GPU off of Jawa. I'm not getting this build. I'm not buying no used components. Everything brand new. So most of my parts is coming from Amazon. Like my CPU cooler, I ordered that already. My RAM, more than likely I'm gonna get off of Amazon. The final M.2 NVMe that I'm gonna get that off of Amazon. My motherboard, I'm probably going to get from Micro Center. I already saw the motherboard that I want. I got four motherboard choices from Micro Center. I live in Jersey, so we have a Micro Center here in Patterson. I'm getting my motherboard off of Micro Center, and my case definitely Amazon. I'm leaning towards a NZXT. But if I find something, if I get the NZXT, then whoever buys the 5600, the system with the 5600 and the 66 and the Radeon 6600, I'll throw in my PCIe 4.0 riser cable, because you already get the thing that you can mount the GPU vertical, like you can mount the GPU on the side. That's gonna come with that case. That's gonna come with that PC. That's more than enough room in the box that I got for it. That's gonna come with that. But I might, if I go with the NZXT case, I'll throw in my PCIe 4.0 riser cable, because I'm not gonna need it. I'm not gonna need that. So I'll include that as well. See, I'm a fair and just seller. But yeah, I got videos showing that, I packaged the stuff good. I took some good notes from Zach's Tech Turf. I watched the video. I'm like, okay, this is good, because don't nobody want to lose their product, and don't nobody want to lose no money. Everything got to be on the up and up. I'm with that. So yeah. So that's just like a brief intro. It was a little more than brief, like 14 minutes. Yeah, but yeah, that's all there is to know about me. So I hope to make some sales, make some impressions, and get this money and get these computers. All right, so thank y'all and have a nice day. I'm heading to the gym.